Hey everyone, welcome back to Warren's Everyday English. Today we're going to go over expressions we use when we cook. Cooking has a lot of unique expressions, so it's important to know what these expressions mean when we cook. So let's jump right into it. We're going to go over the recipe for garlic butter shrimp pasta and learn how to make it. So the ingredients are 8 ounces of pasta, which can be linguine, fettuccine, or any other pasta of your choice. 1 pound of medium-sized shrimp, peeled and deveined. 4 tablespoons of butter. 4 cloves of garlic, minced. 1/4 cup of chicken or vegetable broth. 1/2 cup of heavy cream. 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Salt and pepper to taste. And fresh parsley chopped for garnish. So here are the instructions to make the pasta. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Add the pasta and cook according to package instructions until al dente. Drain and set aside. In a large skillet or pan, heat the olive oil over medium-high heat. Add the shrimp to the pan and cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until they turn pink and opaque. Remove the shrimp from the pan and set aside. In the same pan, melt the butter over medium heat. Add the minced garlic and sauté for about 1 minute until fragrant. Pour the chicken or vegetable broth into the pan and bring it to a simmer. Stir in the heavy cream and let the sauce cook for another 2-3 minutes, allowing it to thicken slightly. Add the cooked pasta to the pan, tossing it in the garlic butter sauce until well coated. Gently mix in the cooked shrimp, ensuring that they are evenly distributed throughout the pasta. Season the dish with salt and pepper to taste, adjusting the seasoning as needed. Sprinkle the grated Parmesan cheese over the pasta. Remove the pan from heat and garnish with chopped fresh parsley for added freshness and color. Serve immediately and enjoy your delicious garlic butter shrimp pasta. So let's go over the cooking verbs and expressions that we used in this recipe. So the first one is devein. So devein means to remove the intestines of a shrimp, which you may notice a black line running down the middle of a shrimp. Mince means to cut the food into very small pieces. So there are different types of cuts used in cooking, and here I'll compare 2 types of cuts which are in the recipe. First one is mince, which is cutting ingredients into the tiniest pieces, and another one is chop, which is cutting ingredients into small pieces, and this cut is for pieces that are larger than mincing. Bring to a boil. So bring to a boil means heating a liquid until it reaches the point where it bubbles vigorously and the liquid is boiling. Add, very simply, put something, typically the ingredients, water, etc., into a mixture or dish. Drain, meaning remove liquid from a food item by using a strainer or colander. Set aside, meaning move something to a different location, for instance, a separate plate or a container for later use. So skillet versus pan, right? Both refer to a flat bottom cooking vessel with sloping sides. While both are typically very similar to each other, a skillet sometimes has a deeper and larger surface than a regular pan. Heat over medium-high heat. So means warm the cooking surface using medium-high temperature on the stove or oven. Opaque. So when a food item is not transparent and you cannot see through it, it means that it's opaque. Sauté. So this means to cook food quickly in a small amount of oil or butter in a pan over medium to high heat. Until fragrant. So this means to cook a spice or aromatic ingredient until it releases its smell. Pour into. So this means to transfer a liquid or mixture from one container to another. Bring to a simmer. Right, so bring to a simmer means heating a liquid over low to medium heat until it starts to bubble gently and is just below the boiling point. So here you can see how simmer is different from boil in the picture. Stir in. So this means to mix an ingredient into a dish by moving a spoon or utensil around. Thicken meaning make a sauce or liquid more dense and less watery. Toss. So this means to mix ingredients lightly, typically by flipping, shaking, or stirring them gently. So, tossing is often used for salads, pasta dishes, stir fries, and other recipes where you want the ingredients to be combined without crushing or mashing them. It's a delicate way of blending flavors and textures, ensuring that each bite contains a bit of everything. So it really means to make sure that everything is mixed very well. Until well coated. So this means to mix an item with a sauce or coating until it's evenly covered. So for example, if you're making fried chicken, meaning that the chicken is covered evenly with the breadcrumb. Evenly distributed, so when ingredients are spread out uniformly throughout a dish. Season, typically this means to add salt, pepper, herbs, or spices to enhance the flavor of a dish. Sprinkle, so sprinkle means to scatter something evenly over a dish. So if you were to season a steak with salt and pepper, you would sprinkle the salt and pepper so that it evenly covers the steak. Remove from the heat, so this means taking the pan or dish away from the source of heat. Garnish with, and this is typically used in the last step of cooking, so this means to add a decorative or flavorful topping to a dish before serving, such as vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, herbs, etc. So that about covers the expressions we use when we talk about cooking. Before you leave, I recommend that you listen to the recipe one more time to see how your understanding has changed compared to earlier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.